Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work.
Right on.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world today. It's dark, it's wet, miserable outside. I've been running outside today and it was absolutely tipping it down. Hailstones at one point. Good evening, Clive Finnemore. Good evening, Tina Beard. We are watching YouTube chat, Facebook chat and Twitch chat. And Victoria is going to run the Pot Noodle Sunday today, which today is going to be, now this might be useful for some people, which she's going to do workout number 4 of the Zwift Academy. Now, let me just get, yeah, Victoria's got left behind, so she needs to do a workout which is technically no longer available as a group run. Now, if you're in that position, if you have a workout that you need to do from Zwift Academy or any of the academies, and you've missed it, meaning you've missed the group runs that have happened on the schedule, you can still do these runs from your workout folder. Now the way that you find those runs is to go to the menu here on the bottom left of the screen. So you click on menu, and then your workouts are all up here, look, top right, where it says workouts. You can click in there, and Zwift will crash on you. No, it won't. And then you find, I mean, I've got various things in here. Look, I've got a Zwift Academy Try from 2019. I've got Zwift Academy Try from this year. I've got, oh no, that's you. Oh yeah, it's you, isn't it? Not me, sorry. Sorry, you've got Zwift Academy Try 2000. Are you doing Zwift Academy Try 2020 as well? Aren't you? Well, you've got, oh, it's just there. I think it's just there if you want to do them then. But anyway, we have here, look, the Zwift Academy Runs 2020. All the workouts that you are supposed to do are in there. So you could do workout number 8 now if you wanted to. But anyway, we're going to do, or Victoria's going to do workout number 4. Hello, Physic Games. And Clive says, in the kitchen cooking a roast. Nice. We're going to do double ladder cut down. So Victoria's going to do 1 hour of running. It's 10.2 kilometers long, and it's called the double ladder cut down. Basically, it is 4 intervals, and each interval gets faster and faster, but each interval also gets shorter and shorter. So it starts with the long interval, 4 minutes long, then it goes to the 3 minutes interval, then the 2 minute interval, then a 1 minute interval, and then it does that again. But is it slightly faster that time? Doesn't look like it actually, according to this. Anyway, so you just repeat that again. So faster but shorter each time. So then you click on workout and back, and now you can see the workout is on the left hand side of the screen up there, and away goes Victoria. I'm going to go and get myself a drink quickly, and I'll leave you in the capable hands of Victoria for a minute or two. Ryan Downey says hello. Mr. Clopper's Gaming on Twitch says hello, guys. Hello, mate. Bring your incline to 1%. Don't forget things like that. Now, this is the important thing about doing these workouts. You've got to look at the screen because it will give you the information that you need. Why have I stitched you up with the academy? Oh yeah, so you'll notice Victoria is running at 100%, and I've been advising everybody to run at 105%. Now the reason Victoria is at 100% is because I actually did change her 10k time. So her 10k paces are actually her 5k pace.
Is it faster?
Or a little bit faster. I was a bit naughty, and I took off a little bit of extra time as well. So her 10k time is actually her 5k time, and a little bit quicker. But I know she can do it. She's hardcore. She can do this. It's a long warm up, a 9-minute warm up. So I've just finished running, which I didn't stream, as you obviously know because you didn't see it. I'm just going to go and quickly get changed and have a drink, and Victoria will look at the screen. If you've got any secret questions you want to ask her while I'm not around, then by all means you can do that. Ryan, be careful, and I'll be back in I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes or so. Is that all right? You can 5, you say? Make it 5.5, 7 minutes. Anyway, I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, does the incline just stay this way?
Well, just have to keep looking.
Yeah, it's just a camera.
Actually,
My
that's
way.
it's a big incline. Actually, it's doing recommendation. It's not dire. I've run at 0. As you tells me, it's like 2 or 3 in there. No, it's up to you really. Lesson tells you to put it to 3.
Christ, he did stitch me up. You all know he always stitches me up. I think it was the first time he got me to run a half marathon with him. He told me we were running 10 miles. They're a bit uncomfortable, but I'm getting through them. The only trouble is they'll expect me to run faster at the end of it. quality food race. And it tastes really good. Surprisingly, in the Yuka app, it actually says it's quite healthy for you. Yes, it means that I'm allowed a Bombay Bad Boy hot noodle for my supper tonight. That's only if I'm good and I actually stick to the workout. Never heard of hot noodles causing migraine. Suffered a lot with migraines and I've got a special place for this, so just targeted for migraines as opposed to just a cosmetic one. It's definitely helped. Why don't you get back here and do it then, Mr. Film My Run? At least it proves I'm not a loudmouth like he is. Now we're going up to 10.4 for 2 minutes. There's lots of E numbers in a hot noodle. I wonder why Yuka doesn't mind it though. Who knows? My run. Such a tart in the bathroom. Takes twice as long to get ready as I do. He can't answer me back. Okay, Jeff, thank you. That's Stephen's department then. He needs to get his ass back in the shed. So we've taken the incline down to 0.5%, and then we're going up to 4 minutes. This is 10k pace. It's not 10k pace and it's not 5k pace. It's that little bit quicker. That's what business halfway through this particular rep. One minute and then I can relax. This is where I just focus on that arch. Relaxed. Back to 8.5. Time I've got there, we stop. Time to increase the pace again. Yeah, Jeff, it keeps moving for me as well. It underestimates how fast we're going. That's what I like to think anyway. Ooh, mince pie. Right. Yeah, apparently the music is too loud.
Yeah, it's because she talks too quietly. She's got a petite voice to go with her petite frame, and she's far too quiet. She doesn't shout like me, you see. Now, obviously you can hear me, because I'm talking right into the mic, you can hear me a lot better. But I will bring the music down a little bit. How about that? There you go. Right, music is down a bit. Merry Christmas, everybody. I have a mince pie. Yes, it has annoyed me. Don't have a drink. You don't need a drink. 40 minutes left, you don't need a drink. You can survive without a drink until you finish the workout. Okay. We need 2 microphones. We need one for you and one for me, because whenever you talk, you won't be heard on the mic. I can relay what you've said, I suppose. Yes, okay. How are you doing, anyway? Right, she's done 1 rep. Okay. I was watching on the stream. Look, it was quite entertaining. 13.4 now for 3 minutes. Right. Jeff Partridge says she's not as gobby as me. What were you saying about the arch? Oh, that it moves. Yeah, no, I hate that when it moves away from you. It's better when sometimes it moves towards you, which I found yesterday. Gosh, that's a bit of a pace, isn't it, for 3 minutes? Can you hold that for 3 minutes? We're going to find out, she says. Leo says, excellent stuff. Andrew Cutmore says, good to see you streaming. Very motivational, especially for the lady runners. Tina wonders if that guy's running with you. Yes, we think it is a guy who messaged off Twitch. Said he's running with Victoria. So that's fine. Kevin Volbrecht, hello. Do you think we will need to do some more workouts or races when we graduated from the Zwift Run? Or will they randomly choose somebody who graduated to make the team? What happens when you've graduated from the academy? By the way, and I will repeat this again, if you want to be in contention for the Berlin team, the actual team that goes to Berlin and to win all the prizes, you do have to do 2 group races, not runs. Okay, so there are group runs and there are group races. So you've got the 8 workouts. You need to do all 8 workouts. But then in addition, you need to do 2 group races, not the group runs. If you do the group runs, you will still graduate from the program, but you will not be eligible for the Berlin team. So make sure you do the races. And you must have heart rate and cadence. Now, I don't think they will make you do any more runs, Kevin, but what they will do is they'll make you make a video about yourself. So a lot of people, they will make a short list of people. Ryan Perring, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
They will make a short list of people and they will ask those people to make a video. And the people who make the video and have qualified from the programme will then go forward to be selected for the Berlin team. There are only 6 people going to be selected, 3 men and 3 women. Grace says, of course you can do this, Victoria. Victoria's heart rate is 165, so she's got plenty more in the tank. Matthew Bates has done a 13k today, and he's just having a Herbalife Restore tablet and a cup of tea with some cheeky biscuits. Well done, Matthew. Hugo says, well done, great stuff, Victoria. Thank you, Hugo. Ryan Downey wants to know if when you've completed the Zwift Academy program and you are asked if to make a video, he wants to know whether it should be a normal video you can share with your family or a rather risque, sexy video. Ryan, for you, I think it's important that you don't make a sexy video because what you think will be a sexy video, I think really will put off the team. HQ, nobody wants to see that. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. Oh yeah, Leo, how was your 40 miler? That's what we all want to know. Right, Victoria is in a 2-minute recovery, 8.5 kilometers per hour for 2 minutes. She's got a rest, and then she speeds up again. She's got 2 minutes at 13.7. Well, I think you are using your hips, aren't you? You can't avoid using your hips. Right, I'm going to have my first bite of mince pie, so please bear with me. Lovely bit of pastry. Okay, Victoria's got to get ready to go. Here's the arch coming up. Yep. Sees the arch, psychologically starts preparing herself for the next rep, which is what you've got to do. You've got to use your 2-minute recovery, not only to recover your body physically, but to recover your mind, get yourself mentally prepared for what you're about to do. That's why Victoria likes these sessions, she said, because she's able to focus on them. And it helps you to focus your attention on what you're supposed to be doing. There's a bit more, when you do a workout outside, you've got a bit more responsibility on yourself to make you do each interval and do it properly. Whereas on the Zwift, you've got the banners coming up in front of you telling you that it's nearly time to go. You've got a big countdown. You might have text messages telling you, prepare, get ready, off you go, that kind of thing. Jeff Partridge reckons it's too early for mince pies. Jeff, it's never too early for mince pies. How can you say that? Mince pies are a lovely packet of deliciousness, which can be enjoyed at any time of the year. Right, heading up the Champs-Élysées. past Starbucks on the right-hand side towards the Arc de Triomphe, and the Arch is just ahead, coming up now. 13. And Metcalfe as well. Sorry, Metcalfe is on the right-hand side as well. So here we are with the Arch moving as far away as it possibly can from Victoria. 39 seconds to go. Watch that Arch moving away. It just seems like it's never going to get closer. I'm here to serve, Ryan. I'm here to give you the advice that you need. And that Arch is still moving away. Oh, it's just about stopped. There it is. It's coming closer now. Here we go. Well done, Victoria. Getting to the end of it. Right through the line, right through the line. There we go. Well done. Okay, so one more rep to go. Oh no, you haven't got. Have you got? Yes, you have. One more rep to go. So 2 minute recovery. 1 minute rep at 14.1, and then we've got a little bit of recovery time, and then Victoria does all that again. No, I think it's exactly the same. So remember, Victoria's doing the Zwift Academy Run workout number 4. Now, this is no longer available as a group run. So we're on workout number 5 at the moment, and in a few days we'll change to 6 on Thursday. We'll change to workout number 6. Victoria is doing this from the workout menu. So if you have missed a workout, you can always go to the workout menu and do the workouts on your own from the workout menu. Right, Leo has given us some information about his 40 miler. Bent Goran Johansson, good evening to you, buddy. We don't know what the big stride news is. It's something to do with Garmin and Garmin watches. They've got some new app or new software or something that's going to work on Garmin watches, but we don't know what it is exactly, or if somebody does, I haven't seen it yet. So that's what the stride news is. We don't know. Oh, short drink and then we're back on it. So Victoria's had a short drink. Honestly, yeah. So here we go with the last 1 minute, the last rep, 1 minute at 14.1. So Victoria says 14.1 is fast for Victoria. So here she goes. Start ramping it up. Here we go. 14.1. Try and be nice and light on your feet. Head up, drive the knees. You can see the arch already. The arch is there waiting for you. It's only 1 minute of work. Victoria's done 5.1 kilometres already, so she's well into this workout with half an hour to go. That arch is moving away again. Ben reckons I should get a chorus. No, I am not getting a chorus. No way am I getting a chorus. Grace, no, you don't have to buy anything else. I think if you've already got a Garmin watch, I think it's just... And if you have a Stride already, I think sometime soon they're going to release something that will make... I don't know what it's going to do, to be honest. It's going to make your Stride work better on a Garmin, but I don't know exactly. Right, Leo says... yes, it was... So this is Leo's 40 miler that he did today. Yes, it was okay. It was more about time on the feet. The weather was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible for me today as well. And I only did 10k outside. No, 13k. We went on a walk with the kids and it was lovely and sunny. And then we came back and I went out on my run and it absolutely threw down with hail and rain. Yeah, it was like skating on an ice rink. So couldn't make ground. He finished with his friend in 6 hours. It's just been uploaded to Strava. Cow fields as well, like floodplains. Impossible to make any ground. But considering the underfoot, it was okay. Good. Well done, Leo. Good job. Nice getting it done. Well done. So we're halfway through now with Victoria's workout number 4 of the Zwift Run Academy. Oh, yeah. So 1 year ago today, Victoria did her longest ever run, which was the Brecon Beacons Ultra, 76 kilometres, 46 miles, 47 miles. We were meant to me and Victoria were meant to do it together, but I was double booked and I had to go to Guernsey, which reminds me, I was running along the seafront today, Victoria, and I was passing a lady and she looked at me and she said, "Are you Stephen Cousins?" And I went, "Yeah." And she waved at me. She said, "Look at my back," as I run past. So I turned round and she had a Guernsey Ultra t-shirt on. So yeah, this time last year I was doing a run in Guernsey and Victoria was doing the Brecon Beacons Ultra. Scott Henderson, no, we haven't covered it. Nothing really. 2020's been a bit of a down year, obviously. We did have some plans for 2020, but they were all scuppered. So you haven't got anything in the books yet, have you? Oh, right. So we do have Guernsey Ultra at the end of May, and is Paris Marathon postponed until October? So, because we normally do Paris Marathon in April, but we might not be doing that if it's not on, obviously. So yeah, Victoria's not really working towards anything particular right now, but we've got Guernsey Ultra in May. Victoria says she's lost a bit of motivation, which is why she's fallen behind with the Run Academy. She's not putting as many miles in as she has done previously. But we'll find something for her to do. The next... See... Yeah, Victoria did the virtual London Marathon about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So that was okay. The next job for Victoria, really, she's done 4 ultras now, and the longest one was 46 miles. So the next job is to get her to do a 50-miler. And then the long-term goal with Victoria is to do a 100-miler with me sometime. Haha. Leo was at the Brecon Beacons with his training camp with his battalion when he was serving as a soldier in the armed forces. Back in 1997. Leo, you're older than you look, mate. Right, here we go again. 13 kilometres an hour for 4 minutes now. So this is the second time through. Scott Henderson has nothing planned either. Had a hip replacement. Well, quite right, you've got nothing planned then. Just take it easy, get recovered, and see if you can get to doing regular treadmill runs, and then maybe once you're feeling really good, get out there and get some races done in the outdoors. Grace says, so you guys are both ultra runners. Well, see, the thing is, I've just forced Victoria into it. It's one of those situations where if you can't beat them, join them, I think, is what Victoria did. So she started running and said she would only do up to 5k, and then she went to 10k and she enjoyed doing 10k. Then she decided she'd do a half marathon. Then she decided she'd do some trail running, and basically, like everybody else, it's just snowballed out of control. So she then last year entered 4 ultra races, and they were her 4. Last year was her first ultra, but also she did 4 in a year. You're as old as you feel, Leo. Quite right, mate. Absolutely. Jeff, no, we haven't entered Centurion 1 yet. We might do, but we haven't done it. We haven't done so yet, so we'll just have to see. I'm not sure. I don't really want to do a full 100 in one go. I might just enter the 100 and do it over the week, but we'll see. Scott says he has a titanium hip, so it's probably the best part of him. Right, Victoria's doing well. 1.5 minutes left to go. But she looks quite comfortable. Heart rate's 159, so this is fine. She's doing okay. She can easily do this workout. Time for another bite of mince pie, I think. Do you know what? If this is the Victoria pot noodle Sunday run, I should be eating a pot noodle, shouldn't I? I should eat. What I should do? No, while Victoria runs, I should eat a pot noodle. Yeah. Don't you agree? I should eat a pot noodle on the Sunday pot noodle run. Okay, Jeff Partridge is doing the Centurion 1 community, and he's doing 100 miles over the whole week. I might do that as well, Jeff, to be honest. Scott says here, I've struggled to link a foot pod to Zwift in the past. Any recommendations? Well, Scott, what foot pod have you got? And what device are you running Zwift on? Because those things are important. Oh, Scott, Bombay Bad Boy is the thing. That's the only one we eat. All the other ones can go and jump in the lake. A Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle is where it's at, my friend. And you know it too. So yeah, Scott, what foot pod have you got, and what device are you using to run the Zwift app? Is it a computer? Is it an iPad or an iPhone, something like that? Just let me know, and then I can tell you what I recommend. Right, Victoria's done her 4 minutes, so it only gets shorter now. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 1 minute with recoveries in between. So that's what you've got to focus on. You've got to focus on the fact that each rep gets shorter now, not the fact that it gets faster. Did you? Okay, well, so that's good. So you've only got 3 minutes to do this time. Hugo says, I'm training for the army. Does anyone have any tips? 16 years old. Get strong, Hugo. Just do lots of leg work and lots of upper body work. To get yourself through the hard training that you'll have to go through. Make sure your back is strong for carrying that pack. Leo's the man. Leo's the guy to ask, though, because I've never been in the army, so what am I talking about? I've no idea what I'm talking about. Leo, give this chap Hugo some advice about training to be in the army. Leo is looking at doing a Centurion 100. Which one are you thinking of doing, Leo? Because there are 4 Centurion 100s. There's the South Downs Way 100. There's the Thames Path 100. There is the North Downs Way 100, and the Autumn 100. So there's 4 different 100s. I don't know which one Camille Heron is going to do. And of course, any virtual ones that happen, yes. The one that's happening next week is the virtual 100, or it's a virtual any distance you like, really, to be honest. Kevin DeLuca says, good job, Victoria, keep going. Right, okay, MacBook Pro is good. I don't know an Xterra foot pod. I've never heard of an Xterra foot pod. Anyone else know what the Xterra foot pod is? Oh, sorry, hang on a second. The foot pod is a Garmin. Okay. Right, so Garmin runs on Ant Plus. So a MacBook Pro, you will need a USB stick, you will need what's called an Ant Plus USB stick. That plugs into your MacBook Pro. So then you need to second. Garmin uses Ant Plus protocol, so you need a dongle or cable device to convert. If you're using a MacBook Pro to run Zwift, then you need a USB Ant Plus dongle, and that will convert the signal from your Ant Plus Garmin Footpod onto Zwift. I don't know what an Xterra is. An Xterra an iPad like kind of thing? Leo Loughran is doing the South Downs Way 100. Okay, so I'm doing that next year, so I'll meet you next year, Leo. We'll do the South Downs Way 100 together. Victoria's unlocked the dotted socks. Good for her. Does that mean have you leveled up now then? Yeah, Victoria's just leveled up to level 15. Well done, Victoria. Oh, Xterra is the treadmill. Sorry. Okay, yes. Okay. So, yeah, treadmill fine, MacBook Pro, Ant Plus USB stick, and the Garmin Footpod will connect via Ant Plus to your MacBook Pro. I used to do that exactly that way, a MacBook Pro with a Garmin Ant Plus Footpod. So it does work. It's not the best Footpod in the world, but it'll work fine. Miguel on YouTube says go, go, go. Leo, where did you find out that that Camille Herron wants to do the South Downs Way 100? I'll have to interview her. If she's doing it, I need to be there with my microphone and my camera. I'm going to edit the Damien Hall interview tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be up by... It depends how difficult it is to edit, but Tuesday or Wednesday I'm hoping to have it finished by. Okay, Scott. Yes, if you can spend the money, get yourself a Stride Footpod. STRYD. A Stride Footpod. They are quite expensive, but worth it, I think. Nice one, Leo. So, Leo, you can get me to a sub 20 then. Sub 20 hour South Downs Way 100. That's all I need from next year. Okay. Victoria has done her 3 minutes and now she's got 2 minutes recovery. And we are getting to the end. 16 and a half minutes left of the workout. She is working hard. Heart rate 156 though, so she's alright. She's got plenty of room left. Yeah, Stride, Scott. It's again, the Stride is not perfect, but it is the best Footpod out there at the moment, without a doubt. Jeff Partridge says, I ran with Stephen for some of the South Downs. Be careful what you commit to. Yeah, listen, South Downs Way is my race. I will be racing that as hard as I can. But sub 20, the thing is it'll be the summertime. So I don't run well in the summer, so it'll be hot. And yeah, whether I can get a sub 20 or not is another matter. Okay, so Leo was at the running show. What, is that the one I was at? Not the one in Birmingham? Anyway, he said he talked to Camille at the running show, and she actually told him she wants to run in the UK and wants to run the South Downs Way 100. Wow, okay, cool. That'd be awesome if she does. Okay, this is Victoria's 2-minute rep, 13.7 kilometers per hour. This is the penultimate rep now. Leo, actually, when I'm in the zone and running, I can be deadly quiet. But yeah, no, it'll be good. Me and my friend Richard, when we run together, we can go hours without saying a word. Why didn't you come and see me in Birmingham? I was on the Zwift stand. I'm sure I didn't. We didn't meet, did we? Did we meet Leo in Birmingham? Did we? I don't think we... I would have remembered you, Leo. I'm sure we didn't... I'm sure you didn't come over and see me in Birmingham. Maybe you did. Maybe it was very brief and I had my mind on other things. Right, 30 seconds to go. Long spine and really lift those hips. Awesome job, says Coach Terence. Yeah, Victoria's working hard, says Ryan. Heart rate 167. She's definitely top of zone 4 now. Good job, Victoria. And there we go. That is it. One more rep to go. One more rep, and it's only 1 minute. It's only 1 minute of work. Oh, Leo, I honestly, I'm so pathetic. Victoria will tell you, my memory is just rubbish. Honestly. See, the thing is, Victoria will tell me that I need to do the washing up in the morning, and then by the afternoon, I've completely forgotten about it. And the vacuuming around the house. She'll say, Stephen, can you remember to do all the vacuuming and the cleaning and the house tidying, please? And then, I don't, just like 5 minutes later, I've completely forgotten. No, I never forget about entering races. Leo, I'm sorry, buddy. Honestly, I've got the worst memory in the world. No, actually, that's funny. I have been known to run in a race and see somebody I know very well and completely not clock them or look them in the eyes and just not have any clue who they are, even though I know them very well. I get into like a zone. Yeah, people in our own running club. No, Clive, it's not selective hearing, buddy. It's honestly, it's medically a bad memory. Ryan Downey reckons it's called denial. Ryan reckons I've got some deep-seated, unresolved issues and I need therapy. What, you're just realising that now? How long have I known you? Okay, here we go. Last rep now. 14 kilometres per hour, 14.1 kilometres an hour. 1 minute along the Rue de Rivoli with the arch right in front of us. And this is dead easy now for Victoria because she knows she's finished. She knows it's in the bag. And the rep is so short that it won't have time for her heart rate to get high. Heart rate 160. Last 10 seconds. And there we are, well done. So that is it. Victoria now has a 10-minute cooldown. For some reason, it looks like you've missed a star. I don't know why. You've got half a star for one of the recoveries. That's rubbish. See that? See the second from the top there? You've got half a star. Why is that? Yeah, it does that sometimes. Never mind. Maybe you took too long to slow down or something after you'd finished it, I don't know. Okay, so Victoria's got 17 out of 19 stars. Hopefully she'll get 18 out of 19. Just one missing for some reason up the top there. Tina Beard says, great work. Leo says, I was trying to win the marathon place by running on the Zwift Woodway treadmill, and I was starstruck to meet my run idol, and you've made me sad now. Oh, Leo. Honestly, buddy, when I was at that running show, my mind was all over the place doing different things. And do you know what? I don't remember anybody I met there. I think. Oh no, hang on a minute. No, I do remember that you were. I know you were there, and I know Jonathan Cost and Carol were there, weren't they? But a couple of other people came up to me and said hi. What was Paul? See, I don't even remember. I don't remember meeting Paul Deering, and there was somebody else from Zwift who came up and said hello, and I can't remember who that was either. Clive Finnimore says, well done, Victoria. Leo, honestly, next time we meet, I won't forget, I promise. I will remember. Right, so gradually slowing down the treadmill now. And letting the heart rate come down slowly. Going round Place de la Concorde. And Clive says it's time to destroy a Bombay bad boy pot noodle. Have we got any we got any left? I don't think we haven't actually got any in the cupboard, so we might have to go to the co-op and get some. So once again, if you are behind with the Zwift Academy Run workouts, you don't have to miss them. You can go into your workout folder and do them on your own. You don't have to be in a group to do the workouts. So you can go into your own workout folder in the menu of Zwift and do any workouts that you've missed on your own. Now the other thing is though, there might well be a catch-up week at the end. So at the end of the Zwift Academy, in the final week, there may well be a catch-up week where you can do some of the group workouts in a group again if you've missed one. No, you don't have to have heart rate and cadence for the workouts or the group runs, but you do have to have heart rate and cadence for the group races, and you need to do 2 group races if you want to be in contention for the Berlin team. So 6 people going to Berlin, 3 men, 3 women. If you want to be in contention, there's no point in doing the group runs. You've got to do the workouts, do the group workouts, but there's no point in doing those group runs. You need to do the group races. Clive says we need to go to the co-op. So, okay, we will do that. So coming to the end now, 5 minutes to go of the cool down. Any final questions about Zwift, about Zwift Academy, about Victoria, or about us, about running, about training, about nutrition, about clothing, about foot pods? Any questions you need to ask, get them in now on the chat, YouTube, Facebook and Twitch chat. Do pop a question in before we finish. We will be back tomorrow with something. Monday Run Club is usually tomorrow, so we'll see about that. If there's anything more exciting in the Zwift calendar schedule, I may do that instead. Yeah, Leo, essential travel to get a pot noodle. That is, Victoria. We're allowed out to buy pot noodles. Grace says, great job, Victoria. Thanks, Grace. Down a bit further down, Grace has said, now when I see people exerting more effort, like their higher HR, really sheds light that I might need to really go for it. Yeah, sometimes you've got to go for it, Grace. You've got to, if you want to improve, if you want to get faster, or if you want to get stronger in your running, sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone and do something that gets your heart rate really high, right into that orange and maybe even into the red zone, work really hard, like Leo does every single run, basically, just to push yourself that little bit harder out of your comfort zone. Paul Deering says, well done, Victoria. See, I hope I've not made Paul sad as well, that I can't remember meeting him at the Birmingham running show. And Paul, I'm going for my ECG tomorrow at the doctor's to check my heart, just to let you know. And Ryan Downey, to let your wife know. I'm sure my heart is perfectly fine, and it was checked out. It was checked out just over a year ago, as well. So, and it was perfectly fine then. So I'm almost convinced that it will be fine. But seeing as you all had a real go at me for having little dips in my heart rate the other day, I am going to the doctor's tomorrow morning to get an ECG. Yes, Victoria is currently wearing my heart rate monitor, and look at her nice straight red line. Well, it is a bit wavy, but there's no weird dips in it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and you can see how delayed the heart rate is. So see that orange bit there? That orange bit is the pace where Victoria sped up to do the rep, and you can see how long it takes for the heart rate to catch up with that. And in fact, the highest heart rate is actually after the rep has finished. And you can see that bottom left of your screen there, just by the number 25 thumbs, you can see Victoria's heart rate just starting to come down after that rep has finished. Right, Leo's going to join us for Monday Run Club. Needs to stretch the legs out after his long, arduous run in the mud today. Oh my God! Paul Deering says, I was with Jonathan at Birmingham. You even shouted my name over your microphone. You have no heart. And Victoria, I gave you a hug. Remind Stephen, please. I do. Yes. I know I am an embarrassment. I'm so sorry. Carol says, I remember Carol. I definitely remember Carol. Carol says, what do you suggest to eat during a marathon? I really struggled yesterday, putting it down to not eating enough. I had one gel. Carol, it depends what you're used to. If you're used to eating a lot of food during a marathon, it kind of depends how sick you're feeling as well. See, I'm used to not eating a lot, so I don't tend to get very sick because I don't eat an awful lot. But I'm used to burning fat and kind of using fat stores. But that's because I've taught myself to do that over months and months and maybe years. So I don't need to eat so much food. Victoria is recommending banana brekkie baby food. I say baby food is a good thing because it's an easy pouch to have, but lots of calories in an easily squeezable format. If you're on the treadmill, you can have all sorts of food on a little table next to you. I don't recommend taking too many gels, just because too many will unless you're somebody who knows they can handle the gels, and without being sick. Too much sugary stuff will make you feel sick. Victoria likes goo gels. If you want to go for gels, try different kinds of gels. So, what's that other one that begins with M? Mark, M-A-R-Q. There's one that has a Q in it, which is natural food gels. No, if you felt very sick, it will. Did you feel very sick after the gel? Because if it was after the gel, then it was probably the sugar in the gel that made you feel sick, and you were too hot on the treadmill. Yeah, Victoria says she doesn't like gels to make her feel sick. They make me feel sick. If you're on the treadmill and you've got a little table next to you, honestly, real food, literally sandwiches, bits of pizza. If you can take a bite of pizza, something like that. Salt and vinegar chipsticks, Victoria says. But the thing is, I can't tell you what's going to work for you, because you just have to experiment, and the only way to experiment is by doing long runs and trying different foods and seeing what works for you. She started to feel sick at 35k. Well, do you know what? Everyone starts to feel sick at 35k, because that's just when your body basically runs out of glycogen. So your natural sugar stores will have run out at 35k. So that's when your body is trying to convert over to burn fat as its natural source of energy. But fat burns, the metabolism is a lot slower burning fat. So you basically slow down and you feel terrible. Jaffa Cakes is a good one. Yeah, Jaffa Cakes is a good one. So you either want to not run out of glycogen, so keep topping up your glycogen by having sugary stuff if you can stomach it, or you teach your body to burn fat at a more efficient rate, a faster rate. And the only way you do that is by going on long runs fasted, not eating. So get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, nothing else, and go and run 10 miles with no food. And that will teach your body that it's not getting any food, so it's got to burn fat, and it's got to burn fat quickly, or you're not going to get through the run. So you teach your body to be more fat adapted, as it's called, fat efficient. But the other thing is just practice. Okay, we are done. Victoria's finished her workout. Thank you for all the chat. Thank you for loads of comments and questions on Facebook. Ryan Downey says, way to go, Victoria. And I think that is it. Okay, yeah, we're done. We're going to go and get warm, and Victoria's going to go and have a shower, and we're going to have a pot noodle to celebrate Pot Noodle Sunday. And we will see you all tomorrow for probably Monday Run Club tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, everybody. Thank you for supporting Victoria through that, because she did work hard. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.